Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Today I have a core workout for you, and actually what I've noticed is that a lot of YouTubers do core workouts, but they only focus on the abs. And because I hurt my back in a few months ago, I I learned a lot about the importance of a strong core, and your core is not just your abs, it's also your obliques, your glutes, and also your lower back. So this is the core workout that I've been doing for the last like 2 months. It's a part of my recovery, and it really helped me a lot to stay with a tuned and with a strong core. And I'm just gonna show you some things that I'm gonna use in this workout. You don't have to use them. For example, I'm gonna show you here. You don't need this ball. You can do it with a football, but I'm doing the workout with this one. It is 12 pounds, I think. Yeah, a 12 pounds um, ball. And this is a I don't know how to name it. a, a core disc. Well, I don't know. It's just like it. It's kind of like a Bosu, but a Bosu it's a lot more expensive, and you just don't need that to strong your core. But this adds a lot of instability work to the exercise, and that's what you want when you're training your core, because your core is designed to maintain you, to stable you. And well, I have these ones right here. These are just basic bands, and I use it, like I told you, to add a little more resistance, but you just don't need this, just in case that in the future you want to make the workout a little bit harder. But okay, that will be all, and let's get into the workout. Okay, so the workout is going to be one exercise every minute, and it's going to be 45 to 50 seconds of work, and 10 seconds rest between each exercise. And that will be all. If you're ready, we're gonna begin in 3, 2, 1, go. The first one is hip thrust. If you can notice, I'm doing it with the bands, and I'm separating my feet from my glutes, so the angle is a little bit wider, and that's just to increase the work of my glutes. You're gonna feel that if you do the same hip thrust, but with your heels more near to your glutes, you're gonna feel the difference between the exercise. And you can just compare also with the bands and without the bands. You're gonna notice what you're capable of. And that will be all for this exercise. I'm going to move to the next one. If you notice, I almost do the 50 seconds of work. And 3, 2, 1. The next one is glute kick. I'm also doing this with the bands just because it's better for me, because I'm getting used to the workout, so I need to make it a little bit harder for me, because I've been doing this for like the past 2 months. So just to put a little bit more of work. And I didn't say this, but if you notice, I'm doing, because it's almost like 50 seconds of work in each exercise. I'm dividing that into 2 intervals of 25 seconds of each leg, so I'm making the same amount of work in each leg. And if you want to do it separately, just agree, just add 1 more minute and do it with each leg. And the next one is monster walks. Also, this you can make it harder, but with the bounce on the top of your toes. I just forget to put the band there, but you're gonna notice that it's harder if you put the band on the top of your toes, but just in your knees is also harder that without the band. And if you notice, I make like sidewalks and front and back, and you're gonna be you're gonna be feeling your glutes burning when you're finishing this. And that's all for this. I'm going to move to the next one, and that's going to be for the lower back is the Superman. I think that everybody knows this one, the Superman. You can also put some weights on your legs, but I think that just a little bit overcomplicated, so I don't do that way, because either way is it's good challenge for your back, for your lower back. So I'm just doing with that without any other complement. And for the lower back is going to be this exercise and the next one. The next one, I don't know if the name is fine, but that's how I figured it out on internet. And you're gonna notice when I start that one in 3, 2, 1 is this Devil Angels. It's just like the Superman, but you're not just raising your arms. You're moving that from your lower back to up from you, and that's just all the exercise. Just remember to keep your thighs up, and you're gonna feel the work in your lower back. It's a really good exercise also. Man, this you can add here if you want another lower back exercise. There's obviously more exercise, but these for me are the two best ones, so that's why I just work with these two ones. And I'm moving to the next exercise, and we'll start to work with the abs. And this is just the active plank. Just lean over your elbows and rise with the palm of your hands, and just keeping that for 45 to 50 seconds. And I don't know that maybe a lot of you are used to this kind of work, this kind of plank work, but for me it's one of the best exercises, so that's what I include. And also because I don't really like just an aesthetic plank, so for me that one is kind of boring, so that's why I prefer to do this one. And the next one, this is knee to elbow but crossing, or you can find them like mountain climbers. I think that some people call it mountain climbers, but yeah, just touch your elbow with your opposite knee and keep your position. And also if you can increase your aperture within your hands and your toes, that will be better, because here, just now that I'm watching the video, I'm noticing that I'm a little bit with a little bit of bad posture, but even that way, that was a bit hard work. And the next one, I'm gonna start to use the core disc, and this is for the obliques. This is the side turning plank. And again, if you notice here, my is not that is completely bad, but it will be better if I put my toes a little bit more far away, because if you notice, my angle is not completely wrecked. So here it looks better, but from the front it just looks a little bit worse. And just like I told you, if it's a work of two sides, you can divide the work from 25 to 30 seconds of each side. And if you want, you can do it for 1 minute for each side. And the next one is just the side plank with the knee to elbow. And if you notice here, my position is better than that in the previous one. My angle is more good looking. And I don't know if you have worked with that kind of core disc before, but it adds a lot of instability to your core and when you're working, and that's what you want when you're working your core. So that's the main reason what I'm doing this workout with that disc, with that core disc. And if you can get one, they're not really expensive. They're like 15 or 20 bucks. So if you can get one, it will help you a lot. Trust me, it worth it. And the next one is just an oblique plank. If you notice, I'm just letting my weight to pull me down, and I have to raise back with the force of with the power of my obliques. And it's really challenging though. Even with the core disc, it's a lot more challenging. And the same for the other way, for the other side. I think that in this exercise, my position is a little bit better than in the previous ones. But yeah, that will be all for that. And the next one is going to be, again, you can do this with a football, or like I'm doing this one with the heavy ball. Again, it's a 12 pounds weight ball, so it increased a lot the the difficulty of the workout. And if you can do it just with a football, that's perfect, don't worry. But if you can add some weight, it will be a lot better, because it will require a more specific work from you. And for me, is one of my favorite exercise to train the core. I was struggling, but yeah, that was all. And okay, so the next one is going to be just the basic leg raises. I started doing this with the heavy ball, but man, it's really difficult. That was just to show you that you can do it, but it's really difficult. And the other way is this one: use the basic leg raises, and this helps you a lot with your posture, um, to put the ball just in front of you. Here I didn't notice, but my legs are not right straight, so you have to be careful of that and try to keep them straight. But again, I didn't do that. Sorry, I didn't notice. But okay, let's move to the next one. I was suffering already. The next one is just reverse crunches, and this man, this is a killer. this is a real killer for the abs, and I like to add this at more at the ending of the workout because it increase a lot the work that you have to to do during the workout. I was already watching the clock when that was just like 30 seconds, but yeah, just keep it up. I know this could be one of the hardest to uh, increase while you're training because it's a real difficult one. But if you do this core workout 2 to 3 times in a week, just adding 2 to 3 or maybe 5 seconds every day that you're doing this, that will be perfect for you to keep improving. And the next one, again, you can do this without the disc, without the core disc, but it's a lot more challenging with the core disc. It's just the knee to elbow, but with the opposite, and just try to fully extend your arm and your leg. And also, if you can make your angle wider. If you notice, I didn't saw that, but my I think that I could put my toe a little bit more farther from the disc, so that will be more challenging, but it will be a better work. But again, there's some things that you don't notice until you saw them in a video. So okay, so this will be the last exercise, is a bridge plank. I don't know how do people call it, but this one was given to me from one of my therapists. And this is really challenging from your hamstrings too. You're gonna notice in the next minute that I'm gonna complain. But yeah, just try to use it's just about to fully extend your arms, put in like a normal plank position, but in reverse, with your face looking to the roof, and just try to keep your glute completely contracted and your leg extended. And you're gonna notice I'm going to change from the leg, but yeah, here it is. Just again, bridge plank. This is a really hard exercise uh, because of your weight that is that is pulling you down. And here I literally cramp it, and I just couldn't let the workout that way, so I just keep working. But man, no, I started cramping again, and no, I couldn't keep it. But yeah, that will be all, and that's all for today's video. I really hope you like the video and that it helps you. And that's all. Leave me in the comments if you like the workout and if this one was challenging for you. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye.